Heard of drunk driving, but what about drugged driving? Authorities say it is a serious issue and it's becoming more common. Good evening and thanks for choosing ABC 6. I'm James Wilcox.
And I'm Laura Lee. Drugged driving was among the topics of a unique town hall meeting tonight at Byron High School. It brought out parents, students, school leaders, and law enforcement.
ABC 6 News reporter Megan Stewart explains the message.
According to the Minnesota State Patrol, in 1990, there were 5 drugged driving arrests in Minnesota. Just last year, there were about 1,300.
We've seen a big spike.
Don Morose of the Minnesota State Patrol trains troopers and officers on spotting impaired driving involving drugs. He estimates of the state's 30,000 DWI arrests each year, 40% also involve drugs but aren't tested for them.
Where we are now with drug impaired driving, we probably were 100 years ago with alcohol impaired driving. You know, we're really on our first couple of steps here.
The issue comes in many forms, including people driving after taking their own prescription drugs. And Olmsted County law enforcement also sees another alarming trend. Of the drug driving instances in the county from 2014 to 2015, about 44% of people were found to have more than one drug in their system. Most common is a combination of marijuana and stimulants like meth or cocaine.
We're seeing it all times of the day. First thing in the morning, late at night, people passed out in their car at noon in a parking lot.
Michelle Hess is Olmsted County's first designated DUI deputy. She started that role in September and already has 4 ongoing drugged driving investigations.
Typically, the officer has already made the arrest based on the impairment. My job is to come in afterwards to see if I can figure out what the person's impaired by.
Officials say they are ramping up drugged driving awareness through training law enforcement and educating the public, hoping to stop another dangerous driving trend.
And that maybe in the next year or so that we can start a pilot program to see how, what kind of numbers we get and really what the extent of the problem is.
Megan Stewart, ABC 6 News.
Law enforcement officials also revealed at that town hall tonight that in Olmsted County, the drug court may soon start as soon as March. They also talked with parents on monitoring their children's social media accounts and ways to spot potential drug use.